Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Though all bar of Benin have said it, anyone looking to cause violence will not see the election day. Aloha. Well, my people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching you today. A very warm, big thank you to every one of you out there for your support. We really appreciate you. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and to subscribe if this is your first time. Well, the Aloho, a traditional leader in Edo State, one of the persons who stays close to the Oba of Benin, has mentioned one of the things that Oba of Benin has said recently after having the peace treaty with the two big political parties, actors in the state, the governor Godwin Obaseki, Ize Iyamu, alongside other political actors, to make sure and to sign a peace treaty that there will be peace, and it encouraged them to go back to their supporters to shield their sword so the day could be a peaceful one for every sons and daughters. He made a very important point stating that you can only be there for just a number of years. It's not a do or die affair. If you have intention of leading and ruling your people, do it with decency, and it should not lead to bloodshed, loss of life and property. The Oba of Benin spoke very elaborately on the importance of peace and everyone to work together. He also invited the Commissioner of INEC as well as the Commissioner of Police to ask how prepared they are, how ready they are to shun violence, and to make sure Edo State is not a state of war. The Onowo, one of the persons like a chief in Edo State who stays with the Oba of Benin, has revealed what the Oba has said recently, that anyone who is looking to instigate violence and make the day a troublesome one, a day of bloodshed, will not see the day. Let's get on to the news and get this interview with your law with regards to the all expected elections, which will be taking place exactly 9 days from today. One of the questions were, what is your observation about the general security readiness to curb and control any possible outbreak of violence before, during, and after the election? One, I think that the Nigerian police are very ready, and I also believe that the Nigerian police is one of the best police in the world if they are not compromised. If they are ready to work, trust me, thugs, cultists, or any influence of any politician will not supersede the police of Nigeria. They are very ready to work. They are well trained. Only if they see the brown envelope, they might not want to curb what is necessary. But truly and duly speaking, Nigerian police are one of the best. What is your concern about the protection of voters on election day as far as security is concerned? We have had elections where we have more than one or two elections in one day, and the police were able to provide adequate security. So I am sure I do not have any concerns what the police will do to protect the life and property of our citizens. Nigerian police are well able, like I earlier said. They are well trained and they have more superior power than the thugs and the cultists who would try to compromise the peace of the day. I will emphasize this once again, that the Nigerian police, especially in Edo State, are ready to deliver. I think there is an electoral law here in respect of persons who wants to violate or steal ballot boxes or paper. The increase and decrease in the matters of the election, no matter the penalty, if the Nigerian police wants to catch up with all those who wants to play in any quarter to see to it that the day does not end well, be warned, Nigerian police are ready. And with the case of Edo State, a lot of attention is on Edo State, from the international to the national to even locally here in Edo State. All eyes are watching, and Nigerian police have a lot to prove to the electorate, to Nigerians, and also those in diaspora, that they are well able to deliver a fair, transparent election and to protect the life of the voters. And we are looking forward to a time when Nigerian police will arrest anyone who wants to introduce any form of selling of votes, to arrest any persons who want to engage in any form of such. we are ready and the public awareness has been created in this regard, I believe this will be very helpful. As foundation, what have you been doing to sensitize young people not to be used as thugs or to disrupt the peace of the election of the day? I think with my foundation, a lot of articles and interviews, both print media and live TV, to sensitize people, to advise them to the adverse effects of war they want to create, that it cannot stand. These people who are either PDP or APC are one family. It's just unfortunate that the family dysfunctional unit is what is showing and people are ready to share blood. Go and trace back to their ancestry and history. We are all from one and the same descent. What do you think will be done to anyone who tries to breach peace in the electoral process? I think people should know that their life is more important than any way trying to steal a ballot box. Anyone 20 years and over, people should call their youth and children to order. Make them know that they have a civic responsibility to vote, have a choice to vote for whichever candidate they want. It's their civic responsibility and duty. More so, parents have the right and the responsibility of calling their children to order. Anyone caught on the election day trying to manipulate or cause any kind of business havoc of intruding into the electoral process will be duly arrested and prosecuted. You will suffer alone. More so, the Oba of Benin has given a strict warning that anyone in Edo land who wants to instigate violence, who wants to make the day not a day of peace, will not live to see that day. It is important that people adhere to this warning and take it seriously. Bloodshed is not part of what we want because Edo State can only be governed by those alive. We want a living people for the government to be able to govern. If the people died, where will you govern? Who will you govern? Will you govern over the graves? This is why we are preaching peace and making everyone know that there is real intention to maintain peace and order come September the 19th. Well, my people, there you have it. The Onoge has said it all. He was in an interview where he spoke elaborately with regards to plans from the police to parents, sensitizing their parents, their children to the Oba of Benin, issuing a strict warning with regards to people behaving themselves decently and in order. And he made a very, a statement I quite agree with. If you are caught and you go ahead stealing ballot boxes and whatever, anything of that kind, guess what? The person that sent you will not be there to suffer with you. More so, let me tell you something. Nigerian police are brutal. They can break your leg. I'm serious. And send it to the guard room. Before the matter begins, you will suffer alone. So a word is enough for the wise. God bless you. Bye for now.